Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Slope Podcast. And you know what it is, your weekly podcast on the Sakamichi series idol groups. It's going to be Nogizaka46, Sakurazaka46, Hinatazaka46. This is season 5, episode 4. I'm one of your hosts, or I don't know how to do this anymore, whatever. We got lots of news to talk about this week. We have some 30-second single news coming out from Nogizaka46, some meet and greet info for Sakurazaka46. But before we get into all that, I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jimmy, aka Jimu Tweets, and I'm joined as always by my friend, my fellow host. We have Josh, Mr. Josh Box.
Hello, everyone. It is another episode of the Slope Podcast.
How's it going, Josh? I'm fumbling everything. I don't know how to do anything anymore.
Oh no!
Anyways,
he was in the end zone.
I know, dude. I just running into the stands now.
He just ran to the outside. Yeah.
How have you been, Josh?
I've been good. I have a lingering cough, but don't worry, it'll get better. Right? Yeah, been busy with school. Been busy with work, and that has been my life. Even weekends, whatever. Don't have a weekend anymore.
Weekend? What is that, dude?
How about you, Jimmy?
Anything like pressing going on with school or work right now?
There is a potential of my position changing at work, but I'll get more into that when it's fully transitioned.
Yeah. All right, well, fingers crossed, bud. Hope everything transitions smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the same.
Okay.
Been busy with school and work, but I also refereed powerlifting meet this last weekend. I'm so exhausted. I forgot how many meets I said yes to this year. And like I feel like, what is it? Chat saying assistant to the regional manager. Congrats. No, I feel like every like couple weeks I'm getting a text like, hey, just want to double check to make sure you're still good for this meet on this day. I'm like, oh yeah, I did say I'd do that, didn't I? All right, let me just
Do you agree to this? Like all like the first day of the year, it's like, all right, I'm good for all of these. Forget about it.
Well, no, because they messaged me about it like months out, because like they have to like, you have to have like a X amount of referees ready for you to even sanction the meet before you can start like, like having people sign up to compete, right?
Oh, okay.
So a lot of times meet directors will get a whole contact with me and be like, hey, I just need to put like some names down to get a sanction, would you be okay with that? And then as we get closer, if you want to like see if you can like do it or not, right? I'm like, yeah, just put me down and get your sanction or whatever. And then I just forget about it, and then until like a couple weeks out, they're like, hey, just wanted to double check, see if you're still down to do this meet. I'm like, yes, yeah, sure.
Yes, that meet. I totally remember.
I've been looking forward to it all this time. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I've just been waiting.
Schedule all open, don't have to cancel anything.
Yeah. Though I did double book meets. I'm like,
oh no.
Fuck. Yeah, because I don't know, they're normally pretty good about not overlapping meets with each other within the same area. But then it's because like one of them is like just an open everybody meet, and then the other one is the women in iron meet again. That's like a worldwide or a nationwide thing. And so like, obviously that one's geared towards women, and so I guess I don't know. I don't know.
And which one did you go to, Jimmy?
Well, either way, that
which one
okay. So the women in iron meet is only Saturday, and then the other one is Saturday and Sunday. And so I'm thinking maybe I'll just do the women in irons meet Saturday and then do the other one on the Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Because either way, it's like the girls' day, right? The girls usually go the first day, and then the second day is like usually like okay, first day is usually like girls in the morning, and then like the lighter men in the that morning, and then a little bit medium sized in the afternoon, and then day 2 is big boys.
Mm,
Is usually how it is, right? So
okay.
either way, I would be doing like the girls meet on Saturday. You know what I mean?
Whether it's one with one or another.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. Every meet I ref, they're like, so what are you gonna compete again? And I'm like, as soon as I stop saying yes to refereeing, dude. I think what I'm gonna have to do is just I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll ref this meet if you let me compete in the afternoon session, dude. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I'll just rep in the morning and then just pull off the polo, have the singlet
Yeah,
on.
yeah. You just look at the light, white light.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, dude. Finish the lift, run over, sit down. White.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Mm, but
Just just say down yourself.
down. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, ah man.
The
So
ultimate
there's like
strat.
a thing called the lifters briefing every meet before every session, right? And this is generally like a quick rundown of the rules, just so that everybody kind of knows what to expect. I mean,
Mhm.
it's really a courtesy. You should know the rules already before you compete, right? That's generally how. But for whatever reason, people just don't. So we run through them, right? Like, all right, these are the commands for squat. These are the commands for bench. These are the commands for deadlift. Please do not jump your commands. Do not rack before I tell you to rack. Nothing sucks more than having you grind out an absolute monster of a PR RPE 11 and a half, dude. You know, if a drop of sweat hit the bar, it would have fell down, dude, you know? And
Uh-huh.
then before we could say rack, you step forward and rack, you know, like
Mm,
because we have to read it either when that happens, right? Like
mhm,
because it's you're not following the rules of like the expectations, right?
mhm.
And I say this during every lifters briefing. I take the time to like be like, hey, please remember your commands. These are the commands. And without a doubt, every meet, somebody bums out because they just kept jumping commands. And I'm like, I don't know what to
I
tell you.
told you.
Yeah,
There's nothing else that can be done for you.
yeah. And it's like one of those things like, dude, especially on the third attempt when I know it's like this is their last chance. I like a wish I could get like some dust in my eye or something, because it's like you don't see it, you have to side with the lifter. I'm just like, please, just make it not so obvious that if this went on Reddit, everyone would come after my ass if I gave it a white light, dude. And without a doubt, it's always so obvious that I'm like, I have to. I have no choice.
Mhm. Do you
So
find that people who usually miss it for the whole time?
Uh, occasionally, no. Like, okay, usually the people that do the best about not missing it, I've noticed are people that have coaches or handlers with them,
Mm,
right? So there's this duality in people who compete. There's people who like don't know anything about the sport of powerlifting, but like besides the fact that it exists, and then they squat, bench, and deadlift in the gym, and they're like, oh, it'd be cool to compete in this, right? Oh, cool. I'll just
mhm,
sign up for a meet. And then there's the other new person who knew about the sport of powerlifting, whether it's through YouTube, Instagram, or whatever, like through whatever fitness influencers, and then have watched a bunch of powerlifting type content, and then ended up getting a coach and are like really immersed into the sport, right?
mm,
Though the second people tend to do better because they'll generally have a coach with them or a handler with them, and then that coach or handler will be like, as soon as they stand up, they're like, wait, 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 just yelling on the side, and they're like, oh, okay, and then they get the rack command, and then they do it.
uh-huh.
Whereas like the people who kind of come in by themselves, and I'm not saying you shouldn't do this. I'm just saying it's a
It's not
difference I
everyone,
have
right?
noticed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, I went in by myself when I first started. I didn't get
Mhm.
coached until way later, but like a lot of them, yeah, because they're it's so much nerves, and then they're like
Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're just excited to get the lift, and then
Mhm.
yeah, because and then in that
Instinctively,
moment you forget,
uh-huh.
yeah, exactly. So, uh, if you are interested in powerlifting, I guess, and if you have a training partner, have them give you some commands so you get used to
Ooh,
doing it in
yeah.
training. Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyways,
How
this
long
is not
before, AI takes your job, Jimmy?
how long before AI takes my job for
Yeah,
refing.
yeah, for roughing.
I don't see it happening anytime soon, dude. It is
Mm,
such like a nuanced job, and there's so many factors and variables. Like okay, for example, you can't just put a camera down. This is like the most simple thing. You can't just put a
mhm,
camera down and have him watch for certain points because one of the things that happens is you have spotters and loaders in the way,
mm,
right? So
mhm,
especially for depth, when you have anybody squatting over 500 pounds, there's 5 people spotting them, and so your
mm,
job as a referee is to kind of position yourself in such a way
mm,
that you can kind of see everything, right? So it's like how even if you put a camera down that would like be in the most optimal position, which it won't be because it's like everybody's bodies look a little bit different unless the camera can move, but like at that point it's so like fast and stuff like that, and then like everybody's body anatomy is a little bit different, so it's
mm,
about learning
mhm,
how to like gauge exactly where the hip crease is relative to like the surface of the knee, right?
mhm,
People when you hear parallel, they think that like, oh, the femur has to be straight, but what we're looking for is the surface of the knee has to be the crease of the hip has to be below the surface of the knee, right?
mm.
So things like that. But who knows? Maybe in like 5 years at the rate technology is going, be like,
Right, they just put, like, some tracking technology in the bar,
yeah,
and then, like, you the
yeah,
shorts you
yeah,
have to wear or, like, the single you have to wear has, like, technology in it that, like, detects it.
yeah. There's like a sensor on your kneecap. There's a sensor on your
Yeah.
hip, dude. It's perfect. It's got like lidar technology to make sure you didn't rack the bar too fast, dude.
Doesn't matter how many people are in front of it, it still detects it.
hmm yeah. Technology is wild, dude.
Mhm.
But
Just
I
faster
don't
and
know.
faster every time.
Yeah, as long as AI still can't draw hands, I think I'm okay, dude. Anyways, shall we get started with the show?
Let's.
All right. So not a lot of Hinatazaka46 news coming out this week, but that's okay. We still got a couple of things. First things first, our girl from fourth gen, Shogenji Yoko, was
Ooh,
announced to have her first solo job. Hey, so
already?
there's a new NHK show, Itsu Doko Demo Coco something 2023 about high school, like she's billed as one of the what is it? Um one of the informational MCs along with the comedy duo Magical Lovely. So
Mm.
looks like yeah, this is gonna be a regular position for her. She's not like a guest or anything like that. Koza, according to chat. Thank you, chat. I am kanji illiterate, so yeah, just a I think an informational show about high school. Here, let's get the Google Translate, dude. Let's see what they say.
Save us, Google.
NHK High School Courses is a series of subjects learned in high school. In 2023, a 4 TV program and 3 radio programs will be renewed. Experience that has to be wrong. Experiences of high school students who have actually used the effective use of high school courses that anyone can learn anytime, anywhere by 2 magical, lovely MCs of information. Okay, that's completely backwards. And Yoko Shogen. I mean, not the Zaka 46. I will tell you through conversation. Anyway, so
Oh, my
yeah, it
sis
would
I will
seem
tell you
it seem
a story.
if you guys ever needed proof that machine translations are not where they're at, where you can use them reliably, this is it. But
Just translate anything that
this
doesn't have Roman characters to English.
yeah. Um but yeah, so I get the general gist though, it would seem that this is about yeah, just like high school, yeah, like using high school courses in everyday life, right?
Yeah. Sounds like a public public organization kind of thing, like
Mhm.
presentation,
Yeah. But yeah, exciting times, dude. Good on Shogenji Yoko, dude. I feel like
right? Already.
she's yeah, very very fast. Though I think it's deserved. I feel like as from what little I've seen of them, I feel like she's very she would seem very competent already in
Mm,
front of a camera. Like she seems comfortable, you know.
mhm, mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
good
Pretty exciting.
good on her. Last
Yeah.
bit of Hinatazaka 46 news before we move on. Uh, we've got some Hinatansai news, dude. Um, so earlier this week or this last weekend, tickets went on sale for the fourth Hinatansai, right? Um, but in case you wanted to, you can now refund your ticket because there have been some guideline changes to the
Oh,
event. So
only Fortune
bi-
Meats was able to do refunds.
if- oh, yeah, so I like that there it says click here at some point, but there's nowhere you can click on the actual guideline. But I
Okay.
I'm assuming that this is similar to what's happening with Nogizaka.
Mm.
What is it? The Suzuki Ayane grad concert where they're basically saying that because I guess in Japan right now they've lifted the mandate for masks,
I thought
but
that was a rumor. Like,
I well, based upon what I read for this, anyways, I think that's the case. But then if you want cheering at your events, then you have to wear a mask. So they're requiring people to still
mm.
wear masks.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
It's like how we
so
were a year ago. It's like some businesses still require it.
yeah. So I guess for the people that assume that they wouldn't have to wear a mask, but are now like, oh, you got to wear a mask or something like that. Maybe I'm getting it backwards. If I am, feel free to correct me. Uh, Okay, chat saying there was never actually a mandate. It was a suggestion, but the suggestion has been lifted, right?
Okay.
Because they're technically
Yeah, it's
it's
like terminology.
unconstitutional
Yeah, yeah.
to mandate it, right? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, so that suggestion has been lifted, right? And so, but I think uh Hinata Zaka is still suggesting that you all wear masks,
I mean,
especially if you
if you
guys
walk
plan on
in
cheering.
if you walk in without a mask, since it's a private business, they could technically kick you out, right? It's like a no shirt, no shoe
Mhm.
service.
Yeah, probably. So, um, yeah. So if you're planning on going, yeah, they're asking that yeah, you only remove your mask for like eating or drinking beverages or something like that, right? And then yeah, if you're cheering to keep your mask on.
Mm.
So I
How are they gonna know you're cheering if you have a mask on? They're not gonna see your mouth.
well, I mean, I don't think if you yourself are cheering, but I think
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, if we're gonna have cheering at this event,
Uh,
then people need to wear masks, right?
mhm, mhm,
But yeah, uh, I I welcome it to be honest,
mhm.
because I'm selfish. It's not like I can go, so I don't have to deal with
That's why. That's the only
the
reason why.
shitty feeling of having to wear a mask during a concert. Like, I mean, if I was there, I'd wear the mask. It's not a big deal.
Uh-huh.
But God, I fucking missed the cheering. Like
Yeah.
hearing cheers again in all of like the concert like streams and stuff like that
Mhm,
has been so nice. And
mhm,
so I would gladly take masks to get cheering back. So
mhm. And people say they
that's
didn't like. Wait, was it just Boyle? Or was it you two that say they don't like the chants in the songs?
uh I might have been boy. It definitely wasn't me because
Okay,
I
okay. So
loved
it's just Boy.
cheering in the
Yeah,
song.
it's just Boy.
I, I think the thing was it's just I mean I could be wrong. I think he's in chat, so if I am wrong, feel free to correct me. But I think the main criticism I've heard is that like if it's on every song, like yeah, chat's talking about cheering for
Mm.
ballads, mix
Oh,
only hype
mixed
ones.
only
Yeah,
high ones. Okay.
exactly. Yeah, and that I
But
can agree with
Naimono
that
Nai,
statement.
sometimes you have to be like, "Not on me,
Naimo no nedari.
not on me."
You know? Yeah, no, I think there's a compromise that could be made, dude. You know, like Girls Rule feels so empty without the calls, dude. Or I don't say empty. It's still a great song, but man,
It's
it's
just
so
missing that
elevated. It's
missing.
elevated with the calls.
Is that when
But
you go
like
to the Italian place and you don't get cheese on top, you just need the cheese.
yeah, but like if you're giving me a ballad, I don't need that. I don't need
Yeah,
this for this, dude, you know.
yeah. Like I don't need cheese for my brownie, you know?
Yeah, you're getting your dessert, and then the guy comes out with a
Yeah.
little little parmesan, sir.
No, no.
Yeah. So
Hey, Glasper,
that's
that's
what's
understanding.
going on with
Mhm,
Hinatazaka
mhm.
46.
Yeah, I remember when I went to see what was originally Hiragana Yakizaka.
Oh.
The chants definitely made the ambiance, like, 10 times better. It's just, like, hearing
Mhm.
everyone in unison just yelling together and, like, kinda getting hyped for it definitely changed the
Oh yeah,
vibe,
dude.
and it's much, much more appreciated.
Bro, it's like I don't know. I've never been to like a big idol concert in Japan. Well, obviously, I've never been to
Not
Japan, right?
yet,
Like
Jimmy.
not yet. But like, you know, like the smaller idol lives that I've been to in like California and stuff like that when idols have come here, right? Whether it's through like, you know, JPop Summit or like, you know, when Musabizm went to OC Japan Fair, for example, things like that. Like, bro, hearing the chants, like that's like the only time I've ever experienced FOMO. You know what I mean? Like,
Like, you
God, I
wish you
wish I
knew
knew
them?
these chants.
Yeah.
I wish I knew these. I wish I want to jump in. I want to get in, dude. Like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I feel like you're like the chance is like it's like this. The mixing is like you're creating this like singular performance that will never be able to be recreated. You know,
Mm,
because everyone like the voices that are all making up these chants will never be exactly the same.
mm,
You know what I
mhm,
mean? And I don't know. I think there's something very romantic about that.
mhm.
Like, you know, like yeah, I'm here to watch the idols perform, and it's about them first. But like in this small way, we as the fans contribute to making this singular performance. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
no girls' rule will ever be the same, dude.
Oh, except when it's COVID and there's no chance.
Ah, and those are all the worst ones, dude.
I wonder what fans do when, like, there's an alternate version, like, when there's a ska version of Girls' Rule, they're like, uh, "Show us." No, that's not the right moment to do it.
Yeah, just like mm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Here comes the no, no, no.
Yeah, that's true. I okay if it's like a special arrangement, I would not want chance. I would want to hear the arrangement. You know what I
Mm.
mean? But like if it's like a you know they're just performing.
Record tie should just hear that.
It's gotta be like a slow song too.
Yeah, yeah.
Kikake. Pikachu! But what does anyone remember which concert that ska version of Girls Rule was?
Cowards for never releasing it.
I know, dude. I've been wanting to watch it for so long.
It
And
was,
I've
like,
never
just,
been
like,
able to.
5 seconds of it, right? I think it was on Nogichu or something. They, like, just showed a little bit of it.
Yeah, but I don't remember what the actual
It was, like, a tour, I think.
mm. Yeah, I remember
Mhm,
it was like it was in a concert, but it was I think it
mhm.
was one that wasn't like streamed. But I'm like, it's
Yeah.
been years. So I'm like, has it made it to Blu-ray yet, dude?
Is it out there somewhere? We just don't know about it?
Yeah.
Oh, Summer Tour
Summer Tour
2017.
2017. All right, I'm gonna go look for that during the break, dude. All right, one last bit of Hinata 46 news. This is hot off the
Mm,
press,
just out of the
released
oven,
just
yeah.
2 minutes ago. Did we already move on to Sakurazaka 46 news during this time that it came out? Maybe, but on
No,
YouTube,
Jimmy,
you'll
of
never
course
know.
not, we're always on top of everything. We have the leaks from Seed and Flower
Yeah,
themselves.
no, dude, we're super on top of it, dude.
Uh-huh.
It's so on top. Anyways,
Yeah, we
yeah, we got
actually
the
watched it 2
teaser.
minutes before the premiere.
Yeah, we got the teaser for One Choice. So yeah, we just got back from watching the teaser. What'd you think of that, Josh? You excited? You excited for this new single for One Choice, dude?
It sounds like it has the chance to be a banger.
Mm. Yeah, we got some spicy guitars, dude. Some
Mhm.
strings, dude. Some violin, dude.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. So just a quick teaser video. Did announce that the formation is going to be revealed on next week's episode of Hinatazaka Daima Show. So yeah, we'll figure out then. Any guesses for who the center is going to be, dude?
I'm gonna be super, super safe. I'll go with Katoshi. Even though I could have gone with now, I'll go with Katoshi.
Oh, I was gonna go now just to be safe, dude. I feel like they're like, oh, the girl's back, dude. We gotta milk her for all she's worth.
All right, time to start again.
Yeah. Um,
It's not gonna be Kageyama Yuka. But if it is, I would be happily surprised.
I feel like if anything, it's gonna be like Kageyama Yuka, like true center, and then she'll
Ooh,
get like a
Christian.
solo song or something, you know.
Gotta
Ooh,
get
chat saying Shogenji Yoko
the
airdrop, dude.
airdrop.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see any fourth gens in this, dude.
Ooh, it's kind of early. It's a little too
Who
early.
who do you know in fourth gen, Josh? And you can't say Shogenji because we've been saying her name.
It's too early.
Oh no. Um yeah, I don't know. I would like to see some fourth gen in there. I think it's Hinatazaka's at a point now where they have to really start, focusing on the future of the group, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's was second gen dropped this early from Nogizaka? I'm trying to think of like what the earliest was. Was it fifth gen? Is that the earliest? Someone got like dropped in Sakamichi?
I mean, yeah, I think fifth gen Nogiza, like the Aruno drop was probably the fastest.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They probably want to try to avoid that, but it is. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're gonna avoid it. I don't think it's gonna be airdrop.
Yeah. I mean, okay, what was the last single that they put out? Uh, what is it? Boku Nanka, all right?
Mm,
Was I feel like fourth gen was or not Boku Nanka, yeah, Midnight. Ski to Oru.
midnight.
I was thinking Oru Ski to Oru ga whatever midnight, whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, the Kyoko Center. Sorry, my bad. That was what I
Oh
was
yeah,
thinking,
yeah.
but I don't know why I said Boku Nanka, but um yeah, Tsukito Hoshiga Oru Midnight. Um, and that was the fourth gen song was already in that one, right? The
Mm.
blueberry raspberry, dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right.
So I don't think it. I think it wouldn't be as fast as Arno by this point. Like
Mm, mhm,
Arno,
mhm,
the Arno drop came literally before upon the announcement of fifth gen, pretty much, right? Like they got the rest got announced. They had 46-hour TV. And it was like,
mhm,
here's Arno, you know. Um, so I think it might be time, but who knows? Yeah, I mean, it is by any other standards kind of early, but we'll see.
mm. I, I I think the safer option is to like, kind of like just trickle them in at this point,
Mm, is
unless they want
I mean, I think. Oh, go
unless they want to make a statement and just try to drop them. But
ahead.
I don't know if that's very Hinatazaka like.
Yeah, because I feel like if it was me, I know it might make some fans upset, but I think it's just time to just go full Senbatsu unders.
That's another good question. Are they gonna do unders, or are they just gonna make everyone part of the, the single?
Well, I mean, I think it would be like everybody but fourth gen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, until there's enough graduations where it makes sense to have all of them.
Mm-hmm. They're doing unders almost 100%. Yeah. So, well, if they're doing, sorry, I'm just responding to chat, but I think if they're gonna do unders, this would be the time to trickle in
Mm,
some fourth gens, dude.
hmm Yeah, it would be like unless they do like Senbatsu and then like the fourth gen, and don't even count them as unders right now. And it's just like,
Mm.
okay, they're not technically part of the main single, but they have their own song or something.
Hmm. What would you like to see?
What would I like to see? How many members are there with all of them together?
Let's
I
go
want I
to
want to
the
see some interesting choreography with that many members on stage.
go full Last Idol, dude.
Hmm
So let's see. We've got how many members? One, two, three, four, five,
He's
six,
like, if there is an under
nine
system.
first gen, seven second gen.
Hmm
All right, so that's 16 members right there, and then if you count, and then third gen, that's another four, so that's
4.
20 members. Yeah, so all
I don't
right,
think
so
that's too much.
they're either gonna be like Senbatsu unders, and Senbatsu's just from 1 through 3,
Yeah.
and unders is fourth gen, or they're gonna have like an actual Senbatsu and unders.
Yeah,
I
I
I
could see I could see everyone, actually, now that you
mhm.
mentioned the number.
I kind of want them to actually have a real Senbatsu and unders though. It's like you
Mm,
gotta tear off the band-aid at some point, you know.
mhm,
Drawing this shit out is just I don't know, and I feel like yeah, it's it would be drawing it out to like not hurt the feelings of fans at the sacrifice of like pushing your new members, you know.
mm. Yeah, because if there was an under system, then it would have to be just fortunes in there. Because if once they start, like, adding in fortunes to Senbatsu, then it's like, who's left? Like, the fortunes that weren't able to get into Senbatsu, and it's just, like, 5 members at that point?
Mm-hmm.
Or would you take someone out from the other 3 gens and put them in unders, even though they've technically been in Senbatsu the whole time?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
There's about a
Um,
crowd just dancing along with everything.
yeah. I mean, how many fourth gens are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So like a 32 member
32?
Senbatsu, dude.
Like,
Everyone's on camera for just half a second, dude.
only wides here. Alright, everyone pick your partner, we're gonna double up. We haven't thought of possibility of it being a double center.
Yuck.
With that many members, they're gonna have to double up, you know? So it looks like it's just 16 members, but really it's just like 16 couples.
Ah,
Team Flower hates double centers.
yeah, Josh doesn't want the act the just a double center. He wants them to full mirror each other, dude.
I'm just thinking of the choreography, you know, the artistry. Double senbatsu, double center.
um, nah, dude. I just want. Well, I'm thinking because if it's like a 20 member Senbatsu, all right, then it's like three in the front,
Oh, 3.
five in the front. Sorry, five in the front,
Mm,
and then what? Seven and then eight. All right.
sure. I'm too lazy to do the math, but sure.
Uh, yeah, something like that. But I don't know.
And then just leave Fortune as unders, at least for the single.
I guess that's what people are like. You know, we're all conjecturing. That's what people
Mhm.
are coming to say. I
I mean, are they
personally,
technically unders? If like, would they even put an under system, or would they just include them in like concerts and stuff? Almost like a Kenkyusei, you know?
nah, dude. I feel like they I mean, they could do that, but I feel like that system has just been proven to not work, dude. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like that, the having a King Kyusei system like that makes sense if you're an actual giant group like the 48 groups. You know what I mean? That has too many members because you have to feed a theater weekly. You know,
uh,
you have to sacrifice a girl to the weekly like to like the stage shows, dude. But
mhm,
you know, like 46 groups aren't as packed, so I want to think that they don't really need it, dude. Um,
but still 32. They might just make it like its own like separate thing. Like instead of calling it unders, they'll be like, oh, it's just fortune.
yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. Just give me an actual fourth gen. Give me an actual unders, dude. I want to see some girls cry, dude. I want to see them sit them down dramatically in a room and be like, "We're gonna start calling out who made it into the senbatsu, and the rest of you are all losers, dude." And then they're
But you get your own concert though.
I mean, okay,
All
I'm
10 of
obviously
you.
being said. Um, no, but I do. I don't know. I feel like there needs to be some kind of like I don't know what's the word like competition. I guess for me as a fan, you know what I mean? Like it's
Mm,
just like I don't want things to get stale by just like okay, regardless of where what this member puts into the group. Like okay, maybe Hinatazaka is not the best example because I don't think that anybody's like not pulling their slack, for example. But let's just say hypothetically speaking, that there are some members that are just coasting along. I would hate to have like fourth gen like not have an opportunity like you know members who
mm,
stand out in fourth gen not have an opportunity because they're fourth gen, you know.
mhm,
I'd
mhm,
rather have like okay, here are the best people that we think best represent this single, dude, you know.
mm, mhm.
We'll see, dude.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I guess we'll see to see exactly who the center is and the formation and see if they actually do include fortune in there. There's or if they're their own thing for now
Mm-hmm.
until
Mm-hmm.
further notice.
But that's gonna be it for Hinata 46 news. We move on to some
Sounds like it's
Sakura
gonna be good.
Zaka. Okay. bu- bu- bu-
No,
bu- 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 bu-
Tsunogi.
bu- yeah, let me get my Nogi stuff. Hold on. Get my tabs up.
I know you. Oh, did they do the paper thing? Fourth? We thought mass graduation is gonna happen last year. I mean, they still have 12 people, so there's still space for people to graduate. That's if they're. This will be like a telling sign if they do like an under system like officially, then I don't expect mass graduation. But if
Hmm.
right now they're like waiting it out for Senbatsu, then I see a possibility
Yeah.
of a minimum two.
No, I love to see. I don't think the mass grad is gonna happen. I just think that the graduations will start though, and they're gonna start
Yeah, yeah,
trickling
yeah.
out. You know. Anyways, that's it for Hinatazaka 46. Let's move on to some Sakurazaka 46 news. We, I'm gonna be honest, we got nothing. I got nothing, dude. I just found the one bit of news that wasn't like, oh, this member is gonna be in this magazine, you know.
Mhm.
But hey, if you guys haven't already signed up for online meet and greets for Sakurazaka for fifth single Sakurazuki, 10th application has been announced. 10th round.
The 10th
Um,
round. This is the news you
yeah.
found, Jimmy? This is the one you decided to include? The 10th
Bro,
round?
this week I'm struggling, dude. That's tonight actually. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it's already up. You gotta hurry. You're running out of time. If you guys are watching this live on stream, that's gonna be a little bit later tonight. Um,
You know, there's like 5 members left or something, I don't know.
yeah, I'm like,
Does
is
anybody
it?
know who's left? Maybe we can add that to the news.
Yeah. It's fine. I know Habu isn't, and that's all I care about at this point. um so yeah. If you guys haven't already signed up for Sakurazaka online meet and greets and you want to get to know I don't know, Saito Fuyuka or something.
Oh no, I was gonna say that. I was just about to say that.
Now's your chance.
Oh no. Oh no. Please go support. Go support.
Yeah, yeah. Please go support Uemura Arena, dude. All right,
It's been a
all right. We
long
got some
time.
Nogizaka46 news with 30-second single Hito wa Yume wo Nido Miru. We got some album covers for
Oh.
this. These actually came out, I think, like pretty much after we ended the show last week, right, or sometime
Mhm.
next, like the next day. But yeah, we got some images to go with new singles. So we have Type A featuring our double center Kubo Shiori and Yamashita Mizuki. Got Type B with Nagi, Sakura, and Kaki.
Mhm.
Got the Type C with Yodo, Tamura, and Satsuki.
Mhm.
Type D with what is it? Sakutan or Saku 2,
Mhm.
Tsutsuya Aime and Ume. And then the regular edition with everybody else.
Everybody else. Too many to count.
Mhm.
Are
Yeah.
they all in the group together?
Yeah. They're all there. What do you think
Hmm.
about these, Josh?
I know what they were going for, but I don't think they did it. They're going for like with some of the posing, they're going for Sayonara no Imi,
That's what I'm saying, dude. We've
but
got when your mom says we've got Sayonara no Imi at home, dude.
I feel like they're going for like the more fashion, like high end fashion, like cover picture of like a new line or something. But I feel like something's missing. I don't know if it's maybe it's the curtains making it look a little cheesy. Maybe they should have gone with like a canvas in the back.
They
Maybe
shouldn't
it's
have gone with complementary colors, is what they shouldn't have
yeah,
done,
they should have
dude.
gone with similar. No, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Monotone? No,
Yeah,
not monotone. What is it when
like
it's like all in the same like field?
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what the
An
word is,
anog
dude.
Anogamous? I don't know.
Yeah,
Something. They should have made it like all similar color palettes. Like in terms of like all being around
yeah,
like,
yeah.
even
They
in this
should
first
like it should have
picture.
been adjacent to each other, right? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
colors adjacent to each other on the color wheel.
Like they were kind of going for this in the first picture where it's like they're wearing kind of a cream color, but then the background's a little
Mhm.
bit closer to the brown side. But then like the things in the middle just like they add a pop in there, but then that looks too Christmassy. Especially with
Yeah.
the different colors of red we have on there. Like we have more of a salmon up top and we have like a coral on the right and then on the bottom left we have like a
Yeah,
red.
yeah.
It's almost like
I mean, I think
I don't know what theme are they going for?
so I think the best one is the regular one because at least the pink isn't super saturated.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? So it's a
Mhm.
little bit more
I just
like
saw
a
Renton's
neutral
shoes.
pink.
They're so pink.
So it kind of yeah. Oh god, Renten's shoes. No.
Caution, caution, wardrobe department. What happened? Who picked those shoes?
Dude, the what is it? The orange, green, and purple one? That's every comic book villain, dude. That's Lex Luthor. That's Green Goblin, dude. That's the Joker,
The
dude.
Joker. The first thing I thought was the Joker or like an eggplant.
Mm,
Eggplant and carrots. That's what I thought of. What is this?
it's
Yasai
Green
sisters?
Goblin when he's holding on to his like little his little orange pumpkin, dude. You know what I mean? Like, dude, this is the Nogizaka. This is the Nogizaka cover, dude. Right here. Corbin wants you to spot the difference, dude.
Those colors are way too strong for what they were going for.
Yeah, dude, it's uh, like it should have if it was like not as saturated, or if the colors, yeah, like you said, were like adjacent on the color wheel, it
Yeah,
would
like, even
it.
like pastel colors. Like we see that work with the regular cover, like you're saying. Like the more
Mm,
pastel tones or the like lighter saturation tones, like work at least
yeah,
better than some of the other ones we've seen, especially that type B cover. I don't know what's going
Mhm.
on there.
Yeah, dude. The Type A would have been good if the green wasn't there, dude.
Yeah, the green kind of messes it up, and that bottom left red.
The vase or whatever that's wrapped up. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Also, dude, this poor horse, dude.
I mean, it's standing, so it must still be alive.
God, it's rigor mortis, bro.
I like how they took the effort to like wrap it in different color every single time, except for Type
Mhm.
A. All right,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
bring
yeah.
back
They're
the
like,
horse and rewrap it.
dude, these are almost there. You know what I mean? I think that's what sucks about it. They're like,
Hmm.
it's almost there. Like the members themselves look nice.
Hmm.
The the curtain, a little for me, but it's okay. It's not bad.
Yeah,
Um Even yeah, the use of furniture, like hell yeah, dude. Or like, like it's all packed up, implying that we're moving, we're in a transition period.
hmm,
Very Sayonara no Imi. I like it. It's just these colors are so gaudy, dude.
yeah, yeah. I feel like they're almost going for like the fear of God look with the curtains, where it's like they have like the pastel like brown or cream color, and then like
Mm,
they're wearing like that same similar color, but then everything in between is messing it all up.
yeah, yeah. Like,
Sure, sure.
yeah, the Type C one is also would have been okay-ish. I don't know. I think the Type C one is a little bit whack because it's like
I think the blues throw it off for
the
me.
blues and the pinks, dude, like are just way too saturated. But then at the
Mm,
same time, I feel like if they weren't there, the members would just look like the curtains. You know, like having them wear the same color as the curtains was not the move. I think.
yeah. It feels like a lighter color, like the first one, and that's fine. But then the same exact color. I mean, if they could match
Mhm.
the colors so close on these, why couldn't they match Renton's shoes? I don't know, I feel like they had a good idea, but then, like, when they came down to, like, the organization and the production of it, like, something happened where, like, there was a miscommunication and, like, the colors were off.
Mhm.
I feel like there definitely was potential.
Oh yeah.
Though the posing is nice, I will say.
The posing is nice. Like I said, like the members themselves look nice.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not the biggest fan of everybody's outfits individually. Like
Mm.
there's some of them that end up looking kind of frumpy, but
Mm.
overall it's nice, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
Umezawa looks
I
good.
get
I
I
like
get
hers.
the look that they're going for, but
Yeah.
yeah, just needed
Miki looked a
to
little
not
awkward.
just I don't know, man. I just the colors, dude. We were so close. We were so close to having like some mwah
Yeah, it's like when you're making
covers, you know?
cookies and, like, you're like, "Oh, the recipe calls for a little bit of vanilla extract. I like vanilla, I'm gonna add a little more," and then this happens.
Mhm. Chat just sent the group cover, I guess, the art where it's like it's everybody. And
Mm.
it's mm,
It's a different vibe compared
yeah,
to
it's
the covers,
completely
I think.
different. I think it looks messy personally. And I get maybe that's the look that they're trying to go for, but like it's kind of like there's nothing really leading your eyes anywhere. You know what I mean?
Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's
Like you kind of
imposing
just
too.
have to yeah, you
And
kind of just have
the
to keep
colors kinda
looking for
being
stuff.
spotty,
Yeah. Yeah.
'cause I do see some symmetry with, like, the greens being on the sides, the blues being on the side, and then, like, the
Mhm.
orange kinda, like, having a little triangle in
Yeah.
there. But, like, yeah, I feel like with the posing, it could have been, like, just a little touch I needed.
Mhm.
Again, I think for this one, I think where they messed up was the execution on it. Like, I feel like they had great
Yeah.
ideas, but I don't know if it's, like, they were in a rush during the shoot time or, like, the they didn't have as much budget to have, like, the exact colors they wanted or something.
Mhm. Yeah, because
I don't know.
I think the actual photography is nice,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, as far as, like, the lighting and, like,
It's pretty safe
maybe not.
lighting. It's
Yeah,
like studio-esque lighting, you know? But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it
I
still
mean,
has,
but
like, the
it's
softness to it.
yeah, it's the look that they're going for. I think, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like these are supposed to be like, yeah, like a very like maybe like my interpretation is supposed to be look like a vintage fashion shoot, right?
Mhm, mhm.
But like, yeah, it's just I don't know. I feel like we could have done like choose one or the other. I guess like either go for this like kind of messy composition
Yeah, go
or
100%
have
on one or the other, right?
yeah or have the colors be more cohesive. But
Mhm.
when it's both, it's just kind of like yeah, it's like all over the place. I feel like
Mm, mhm, mhm.
uh, not not bad though. Not the I mean not the worst we've seen. I think these are more of like a they're in a could be better spot, right?
Yeah, like, they're no, actually, you know,
Mhm.
but as long as
Bar is
they don't
real low there,
yeah,
dude.
yeah, true. Alright, which one's your favorite then? Which one's your favorite picture?
I think mine is gonna be the regular edition.
Mm, I think Imma agree with you on that one.
Yeah, if the blues were just a little bit less blue, and
Yeah.
if Rentan's shoes weren't so pink.
Yeah, like, switch it with someone who isn't showing their shoes as much, you know? Oh, wait, I see Seda wearing some hot pink shoes too.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I see that. I mean, that's fine though. It's kind of hidden
Yeah, it's
away.
hidden,
You
you know,
know?
I had to look for it, but,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
being out in the front, come on.
Like the people whose feet are more prominent aside from
Mm,
Rentan, like Yumiki and Miku and Now
mhm,
and what's it Matsumiyu? Like okay, they're not too bad, dude. Even Yan-chan, dude, hers is more of like a deeper red kind of coral color, right?
mm, mhm.
But like, yeah, dude, the Rentan's is just jarring, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I almost want to like drop this into Photoshop.
Just color that one. Wait,
No,
actually, that would be interesting to,
I
like,
want to
change
hue
up the
shift the
colors.
blue and like what is it like? Yeah, maybe turn down the saturation, dude.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure it would come out. Just like,
Mhm.
like, when people say this picture just needs a little more pop, this one needs less pop.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's too much.
Uh-huh.
Um, but that's not the only thing we got out of 30-second single. We actually also got the radio previews for the new song for the A
Jimmy
side.
always the foot critic.
No, I'm thinking about the composition, and in this case, the shoe that they're wearing affects the composition, dude. I wasn't even the first one to bring up the shoe, chat. This is
True, that
revisionist
was me.
history, dude. All right, so we just listened to the radio preview. What did you think so far, Mitch Box? Obviously, we know that this is a radio preview, so
Yeah.
there's gonna be some things in the mixes we might discuss, but just yeah, our opinions on the
Mhm.
the radio preview itself, right?
Yeah,
Obviously,
'cause
these
hearing the actual
opinions are
song
subject to change.
and watching the music video, all of that will
Mm,
change it.
yeah.
But I think right now I do enjoy that it's a little bit different than what we've been getting lately. Like
Hmm.
when we were listening to the music, Jimmy was mentioning that, and I do agree. Um, the instruments are pretty fun. The beginning sounds like The Sims, and then later on we get to a different game. And the only thing that bothered me was the little half step down that we get in the chorus.
Na, 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 na. Right?
Uh, it's like either like continue that trend throughout the chorus, or just remove it because I feel like it's too like thrown in there and it feels a little off. Like it's very noticeable, especially since like it's broken up a bit. It doesn't like go with one word like it does a little bit later on. It feels a little more natural there, but now it's like a jagged edge that kind of like is obvious.
Hmm. I feel like it might be one of those things where it's jarring, especially on the the first listen because you're not expecting it.
Yeah, yeah,
And then like it might still kind of bother you, but as you listen to the song more and you because you know it's there, it's
yeah.
gonna become less
Mm,
abrasive, right?
mm.
But
Uh,
yeah, I definitely agree. Especially on my first listen, I was very like, that seems off, you know, because you have
mhm.
like a very otherwise like very melodic kind of like
Yeah,
sway kind of chorus,
yeah.
right? And then
It
all of a
feels
sudden
like
this
it's
is
going like
this,
this, and then that part of
yeah,
the chorus is like, okay, back to
the sudden,
okay.
yeah, very sudden dissonance, right?
Uh,
But yeah, I really like the strings, dude. You know the mix of
oh
like
yeah.
the
Mhm.
traditional like kind of like get the violin parts with like kind of like the more electronic synths. It's a very nice juxtaposition that like at least for me I've come to like look for in a lot of Nogizaka releases. So it's kind of
Mm.
nice to see like a return to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say it's full on Kairi Michi good because
We have to.
Kairi Michi is
I'm
just
waiting for
it's
the
a
horns
league
to
of
come
its
in harder.
own. But like but it has it has the kind of vibes that you would expect from like the group that put out Kairi Michi. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, yeah. I can see that. I can see that. It definitely is along those vibes while being a little bit different, which I enjoy.
Mhm. Yeah. So based upon this radio preview, what are your expectations for the PV?
I expect. I don't think this. I don't think this is gonna be a story one. I think this might be more of a like presentation, like story. When I mean story, like Kairi Michi is like a story MV.
Mhm.
Well, this one I feel like is gonna be like performance based with like elements of story in it instead of being all story based.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I
I expect like maybe more flowy dresses, kind of like more elegant. And then when the
mm,
little edge comes, they go goth for like a millisecond and they come back.
it's suddenly Evanescence, dude.
Yeah.
Can't wake up. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, but I think the
Oh,
music video is gonna be like a a classic Nogizaka music video. But not
yeah.
classic, but like a recent classic.
My only thing is I hope that in the final like full like not the final version, but like the actual version, right? Not the radio preview. Um I hope that the levels are a little bit different for the chorus. I feel like
Mhm.
the synth and the drums are a little too loud compared to the vocals. Like it gets kind of weird, like not in a good way. You know what I mean? Like not
Uh-huh.
quite actually like in terms of but it
Uh-huh.
is there, which is kind of weird because that's not what I want from that song. So I hope that they
Mm.
just kind of change that a little bit.
Mhm.
Otherwise, like I watch them just fucking go the opposite direction, dude. The full version is just
All electronic violins.
do 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 do
Yeah.
do. Yeah. um, but yeah, good song. All I'm gonna say so far, every Nogizaka song that has Ioki in it has been pretty good, dude.
Oh, is that the trend? Okay, okay,
Just throwing that out there, dude.
okay. Good look term.
Name me one bad Nogizaka song with Ioki Mao in it, dude. You can't do it. You can't do it, dude.
Mm.
But yep, that's going to be it for the A side. But we still get some more 30-second single news. We got the
Oh,
release of their the Unders PV. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Yeah, so
yeah. And we got an interesting senbatsu, not senbatsu, interesting under lineup.
mhm.
We have another
Yeah,
double center. No one
not
was
the
expecting
double
it.
center, dude. Not the double center. Yeah, let's talk about the Senbatsu then, since you brought that up. What are your thoughts on this Senbatsu, Josh? The under Senbatsu.
I mean, Ray should be in senbatsu.
Oh,
Um,
the biggest crime, dude.
who else should be there? It's like at this point, it's like, do you talk about the formation? Do you talk about who shouldn't be in unders? It's like, do we look at this formation? Because this formation only impacts this song, right? It doesn't impact like the the run or the promotional run of the single.
Mm, yeah.
So this is more like, this is a formation for this song. And just from looking at it, it seems like a very vocal heavy song. I haven't even watched the music video or heard the song. So I'm just
Yeah,
guessing
same.
from
We'll
this.
watch this on. We'll watch the PV in a little bit. I'm hoping it's a very like impactful song since you're having Itoriya and Hayashi Runa as the center, the double
Yeah, yeah.
center, right?
Two strong vocalists.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expecting at least some vocal work in this, where it's like, ah, yes, this is why they picked them as double centers instead of picking one center or picking someone else.
Mm. I'm just sad that my poor girl Tomisato now can't join her sister in Senbatsu, so she's
Your
with her
children
aunt
have been
instead,
separated.
dude. She's with her aunt Mukai Husky, dude. But yeah, Mukai is in the front, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Surprising. Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
good for
mm-hmm.
her. Um,
That's true.
shall we go ahead and watch the music video, Josh?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we just watched the under song Sazanami wa Modoranai. What'd you think, Josh?
I have mixed feelings, but mostly positive.
Hmm. Like, okay, go
You're
on,
just switching all
elaborate.
your tabs. I'm just looking at you switch to every single tab. um, I think the color theme was on point. It's what the single covers want it to be. I think we mentioned it. We were watching it. That's the first thing that we said. We're like, this is what the single
Yeah.
cover should have been, because the colors were pretty on point in that. The choreography looked like there was a section in the middle where they really like let you see the choreography, and I think a little before that I was like, the choreography looks like it's doing a lot, and I wish I saw it. And then like right after, the choreography was shining, so I did appreciate that they let the choreography breathe a little in there instead of just like
Mm-hmm.
having rapid fast cuts. And that's where the mixed thoughts of it come in. I feel like the editing was a little bit weaker than what we usually see,
Mm,
where there's a couple of jump cuts in there that I feel like were unnecessary,
yeah.
and there was also some cuts that felt a little too long, or it felt a little too back and forth, where it was a little distracting and kind of made the scene a little boring. So I think the production wise, I liked it, both the choreography and the shooting. I just wish the editing was a little smoother, and I wish there was more vocals from our double center.
Yeah, yeah. I think for lack of what musically a little generic for me,
Mm,
right? I think we were kind of joking as we were watching it, but like everyone's like, this reminds me of this. This reminds me of that, and
yeah.
yeah, the thing is that yeah, I feel like we've all heard this song before. You
Mhm,
know what I mean? And in the sense of like it's nothing particularly like special. Where I
mhm.
think yeah, you had a very talented double center that they could have done
Yeah,
something better. Right.
exactly.
I think I agree. I feel like the music video, I think the editing didn't really do it any favors in terms of like just how fast a lot of the cuts were.
Mhm.
It which is kind of unfortunate because it looks really good. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like there's if you paused at any moment, it's probably like a like screenshot worthy. You know what I mean?
Mhm, mhm.
Um, it almost feels like they shot too much aesthetic footage that they tried too hard to cram it all in. You know
Okay, I
what
can
I
see
mean?
that,
Like,
I
oh,
can
that's
see
a
that.
nice shot. Just keep it. Just keep it. Okay. Well, we gotta fucking make room for it. Just
Uh-huh.
trim the other rest. Just trim the rest, dude.
Like it almost feels like they had everything well and done, and then like someone's like, just in the middle, pure choreography. And they're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
but we have to keep all this. Let's shove it all over there."
yeah. It's tough because I'm like, I do appreciate the choreography being there. I think maybe it's just
Yeah.
one of those things where you gotta leave some of those really nice aesthetic shots you had on the
Mm,
cutting room floor. You know what I mean?
yeah. Mhm,
It's
mhm.
just it is what it is, dude. It's the nature of music videos, dude. You only have
Yeah,
so
you
much
can't
to
use
work with.
everything. Mhm.
Um, yeah, we do have a little informational blurb on the website about the music
Oh.
video. Read to you guys based off of the Nogizaka46.com machine translation, dude. A music video of Sazanami wa Modoranai was shot in Ibaraki Prefecture in mid-February.
Oh.
The concept
Oh,
of the
okay.
music video is circle, representing the relationship between each member of the group that circulates through the group.
Okay, there's some choreography
Six
on that.
fifth gen members who joined the under members shot their first music video with their senior members during the
Mm.
recording session, which focused mainly on dance with Ito Riria and Hayashi Runa, who played
Thank
the double center roles. There was an anecdote that during the dance practice, the senior members were surprised at how quickly the fifth gen members learned the dances. Let's go! The video
Okay,
was
okay.
directed by Yoshiharu Seri, who has produced many music videos as a video director, and this is his first time working with Nogizaka46.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So interesting to see some new talent being interjected into the group with a new director. Um,
Mhm, yeah.
do like the visual style. I think
Oh, yeah.
yeah, the biggest thing was just the editing, right?
Mhm.
Uh, and yeah, dude, look at my fifth gen girls, dude, coming in so strong.
Yeah, and I always appreciate how we always look at it both as a fan and, like, a critic, I guess, if that makes sense. Is that we're able to, like,
Mm,
reel it back and be like, "Oh, but honestly, like, the girls, they just look great," you know, like, they did a good
yeah,
job
yeah,
I
yeah,
in their choreography and the singing. Again, I wish the song had a little bit more focus on solo singing or even dual singing, but when you have
yeah,
that much talent, you kinda wanna see it being used a little more.
yeah, exactly. And I think that's where our all of our criticism is always based on. It's just wanting
Mm,
better for the girls, right? Like for the members.
yeah.
It never
Mhm.
comes from like a place of oh, she sucks. Nah, sometimes it does come from that place. But for the most part,
We keep it real here.
I feel like most of the time it's usually like, oh, the editing could have done them more justice, or like, the mixing could have done their vocals
Mm.
more justice,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe if you got them some more solo lines, like the
Mhm.
arrangement, right?
Yeah, the whole
Uh,
reason is to let them shine, right?
mhm. But yeah, so we have a full music video and song for Sazanami wa Modoranai. Shall we give it a rating, Josh?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's go with the PV first. On
Okay.
go. Three, two, one, go. 8.
6. I'll give it an 8. Okay, okay. I give it a 6 because remember, 5 for me is your standard Nogizaka music video.
Yeah.
But I think this easily could have been an 8, like you're mentioning, if the editing was up to par to be a 8. I
Mm,
I I think with whatever happened with the editing, whether it was, like, decisions made afterwards or the quick turnaround or whatever, I think that honestly brought it down for me.
yeah, I can kind of see that. I mean, I'm also basing it off like, okay, this has to be, like I think visually it's a look I really like. I really like the colors,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
Mhm.
outfits. I think the members all look great. I think the
Yeah.
choreography was very interesting. I like the use
Yeah.
of circles. There was some times where that mirror screen was a little weird, or like the circle TV,
Use a little
but like
pin tool, you know?
yeah, yeah. But I mean, for the most part, there wasn't too much I could nitpick besides like yeah, like we were talking about the editing already. And then
Mm.
it's my daughter, so it has to be minimum an 8, dude.
Minimum. Couldn't go any lower.
Yeah,
He tried
yeah.
to, but no.
It's like, every time I pause and I see like Tomisato now, I'm like, has to be an 8, dude, at the least. Um,
Mm.
okay, what about the song?
Oh, the
So we give the
song,
song a
okay.
rating. Okay, on go. Three, two, one, go. 6.
6. Oh, it's been a while, Jimmy.
It's been a while, Mr. Box. So what are your reasons?
I mean, I could see myself listening to this if it comes up. I don't think I'll really,
Mm,
like, go out of my way to go find it,
right, yeah.
but it is listenable. And even though I can relate it to other groups that have a similar sound or have had similar songs to this, I do think it's interesting enough where I can listen to it again. So again, 5
Mm,
being the average Nogizaka song, where it could be B-sides from the lowest of the low to the highest of high. I feel like this falls around a 6.
yeah. I think for me, stylistically speaking, it's not. I don't particularly dislike it. It's just not really my favorite sound, you know.
Mm,
And like we were kind of saying before, I feel like I've heard it before, and
mhm.
so I was really tempted to just give it a 5.
Oh,
But
okay.
then my daughter's in it. Tomisato now's in it, so that
You
has
heard
to
her
be a
voice
6.
somewhere in the
No,
wall of town.
yeah, yeah. No, actually, I feel like if the members themselves had a like yeah, if their individual voices were more prominent, it would have been a higher.
Oh, yeah,
If
100%,
if
100%.
Tomi's if I heard a now solo line, it would have been an 8 minimum, but
Minimum.
because it just wasn't there, it gets a 6, dude. No,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
yeah,
having
it's
stronger vocals would have definitely made it higher. Where, like,
yeah,
even if, like, some of those lines were just, like, sung by the 2 double centers,
right.
it
Mhm.
would've it just brought it up so much.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, because of that, it makes it a very okay song, which
Yeah.
I mean is fine, except when you think about how good that how good the centers are. You know.
Should I just drop it to a 5?
Oh no, now's in it, dude. Come on, man.
Oh, okay, okay.
um, but yeah, that's gonna be it for the news coming out of 30-second single. One last bit of Nogizaka news before we end out the news section of the show. Some sad news, as we all know. Suzuki Ayane's graduation performance will be held at the end of this month in a couple weeks on the
Mhm,
28th. Uh, and one of the things you normally see um, is the gifts, right? The
mhm,
congratulatory gifts, the big flower banners and things like that during
mhm.
these grad events. Unfortunately, we will not be having any flowers and presents for Ayane. Um, the reason they're citing is that the due to the size of the venue, there's just not space for the flower stands, regardless of size.
That sounds like a
Um,
them problem, you know?
any
It's like
flowers received at the venue, we'll ask you to take them back to the flower shop. We will. This is where it's also kind of interesting to me. I don't know. We will prohibit bringing letters, gifts, and cheering banners to members. Even if you bring it to the venue, we cannot keep it. And I'm like,
sorry,
gifts?
those letters take up too much space.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, too too big, huh?
Too big, but
These letters too big? No room at the venue for letters?
uh,
Interesting.
yeah,
Um,
you can't deal with, like, 20 letters or something
yeah.
minimum?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the actual reason is. But that is the reason that they're giving. Seems a little sus to me. I'm a little
Mm,
sad about it. Just because she's the last second gen member,
yeah,
and
mhm,
then we had so much pomp and circumstance for Manatsu's grad, and obviously she's captain and she's a first gen member, so I'm not saying
mhm,
she doesn't deserve it. I just think that, we should also give something to Plain Chen, you know.
yeah. I mean, maybe it's their fault for picking a small venue, you know?
True. True. I mean, where are they doing? What's the venue here? My living room?
Right?
You know what I mean?
Living
Like,
room, right? I mean, we
I
have,
feel like
like
if it was my living room, we could at least fit a couple
I
letters,
know
you
we
know?
could fit a couple letters in here. We could put one flower stand, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I feel like even,
Oh,
like, small venues in, like, Shibuya or something can accommodate
yeah.
for that, you know?
Yeah. At least, or like, have the flower stands outside or something, dude.
Yeah, right? Just get, like, a couple of gallon-sized Ziploc bags, put the letters in them.
Yeah, dude.
Write a
Um,
letter to the manager, they'll accept that.
yeah, dude. They wanted to shortchange second gen one last time.
Ah,
Probably, dude. Probably. But yeah, very sad. I don't know. I hope INA, like, I hope this is what she wants. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to try to read between the lines here, I'm hoping
mm.
that this is more of her just like, I don't want these flowers, dude. I don't. What am I gonna do with them? I'm not.
What am I
You know
gonna
what I
do?
mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. And so they're like, okay, guess we'll just say no
I mean,
flowers then.
honestly, what do you do with the flowers afterwards, right?
I don't know. I'd keep them if I had just dedicated the last like 11 years of my life to this thing. Yeah, I'd keep some flowers from
You're gonna keep
fans,
11
dude.
flower stands with you?
Yeah. Oh, watch them till they die, dude. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for the news this week.
Chat, I'm
So you know
tired of
what that
reading these
means.
letters.
We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with the TV show highlights. And we're back. Hey, you know what time it is? It's time for the TV show highlights. We go back and we just kind of recap the past week, anything fun we might have watched. Mr. Box, what did you watch this week?
I watched all of the regular shows.
Oh, me too. Look at us, dude, doing our job.
Look at that. It's almost like people
I mean,
expect us to.
but yeah, it was actually a good week to watch the shows
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so why don't we go in order then we'll start with Hinatazaka show. This week was the reaction,
Ooh.
like right, like trying to find the next Nibu. I hate that they like the premise is wrapped around that. It's just like, okay, let's just look for the new reaction queen. That's fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, any standout moments for you, Josh?
This whole episode was great. This is like right up my alley of variety
I
content I
actually
like to
thought
see.
that while I was watching this. I'm like, oh, it's Mr. Box's episode for sure, dude.
All they needed was like a hot sauce thing. Would have been 10 out of 10 episode, you know? Like 11 out of 10.
Hmm.
Um the first thing they did was the roller coasters. I almost wish all of them did it.
Yeah.
Just to I would almost want just the whole episode of that just to like dedicate to seeing like everyone's reactions, see how they did, and like who has potential, who doesn't in that aspect. But we got some funny reactions. The GoPro like so close to the face
Oh,
made for
yeah.
such a funny
The
face.
wide angle, just
Yeah, made them look like
the
their eyes are
barrel
like
distortion. Yeah.
yeah, made it look like a music video from the 90s.
Yeah, I think was it Shimizu Rio when her things started like covering her face, dude.
Oh yeah. All we needed was the the boogers to come out.
Oh, no boogies this week, dude.
Mm-mm.
Unfortunate. Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
was
think
good reaction.
my favorite reactions were I'm probably gonna sound biased, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably am biased, so it is what it is. But I really like Konishi Nanami's. I feel like she was just like what I would expect from like a teenage girl the most, dude. You know
Mm,
what I mean? Like she was
mm.
just like, oh, kimo to
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Like her, like riding the roller coaster. Oh, kibun kimo. You know, like I
Yeah.
feel gross, dude.
Uh,
Having to eat a bug. Oh, kimo. You
yeah.
know?
Just probably like talks back to dad a little.
Yeah. Like dad's like, oh, why don't we all get together for a family trip? We're gonna go fishing. Ugh,
Mhm.
kimo. You
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
know?
That's
um,
the teenage years.
mhm. And then we had some stuff in the studio, right? We had
Oh
like
yeah.
the what's in the box thing, right?
Oh yeah, with
Um,
the cognac.
yeah. Who was it? It was Kyoko and who was the fourth gen member?
I forgot. I don't know all their names yet.
Was it, man, my
You
memory is slipping out of oh yeah, it was Yamashita Haruka, right? Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. She did pretty well for her like her first time.
Mhm. Yeah. What do you mean? She thought it was brains, brother.
That's why. It's like the comedy factor into it, you know?
Oh, okay, fair.
It's like she did well
Yeah.
like playing it up. Where I
Mm,
feel like
yeah.
Kyoko like you gotta expect her to do good, you know.
She just gave the answer, dude. She's like, oh, it's
Mhm.
konyaku. This
Uh-huh.
girl's like, oh, I think it's brains, brother. um, yeah, I think next week we're gonna have more of the what's in the box challenge. So
Oh,
it's
they did
like,
the bug eating. I forgot about that.
yeah.
Yeah, I've always thought about feeding Jimmy bugs as a prank, but then he told me once that he would quit Slope Club if I ever feed him bugs.
That's true. You'll be doing this podcast by yourself, Josh.
And
You'd have
that's
to
why
host the stream, and then yeah.
That was planned as a punishment, but then I think both RJ and Jimmy both threatened me if I did it.
Yeah, dude. Bugs are gross. I'm not afraid of bugs. I'm grossed out by bugs, and so eating it is no go, dude.
Mm. Even like little silkworms.
Can't do it, dude. Ugh. Ugh.
I would try it.
Like I don't know. I could not kill bugs. I could not kill a bug until I was in like middle school, maybe high school.
Mm.
Like if there was like a spider or something, I needed someone to kill it for me. It was couldn't do it. But then
Mm.
as an adult now, I can kill bugs, but like they still gross me out.
You have to like amp yourself up. Come on, Jimmy. It's just a bug. Get it. Show where to go. Oh no.
Yeah. That's the worst feeling, dude. You go to kill a spider and it's like, oh, okay. You grab your tissue, you turn back and it's gone, dude.
Uh, one complaint
But
I had about this episode was that even
mm.
though the last reaction was good, and when she didn't eat the bug, when she was like, she's like,
Yeah.
I feel like they shouldn't have shown the people who didn't eat the bugs just as like oh, the people who are brave enough to eat a bug, let's show them.
Get airtime.
Yeah.
I guess, but like, I mean, if it's from the perspective of like like trying to find who's the new reaction person at a fourth gen, for me, I want to see all of fourth gen's reactions. You know, if this was like a general all members of Hinatazaka, then I'd be down to like, okay, don't show them if they don't like have a reaction worth showing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the conversation that's happening in the chat right now. But yeah, anything else you wanted to bring up for Hinatazaka the Anima show?
Looking forward to more next week.
Yeah, I think next week we have some more in the studio stuff and then the haunted house stuff, right? Which is always fun.
Oh, always good, yeah. I want to go
Yeah.
to the Fuji Q haunted house thing.
Mm.
I want to try it out. Just because I've seen so much like over the years, so many different people go and do it. Where it's like I feel like Jimmy, we could go to that, right? You love horror stuff, right? It's either that or eat bugs. You have the option.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching the final episode of this little podcast. Dude, I feel like I've said it before. I it's not that like I hate horror things. I mean, I do, but that's not the thing that's stopping me. I do a lot of things that I hate if it's like for the sake of being with friends. You know what I mean? Like,
If
if
we're
all my
chilling and
friends
then
were to go,
I'm eating bugs, will you eat bugs with me?
no, unless it was like a group of us and we went to like a place and you guys all couldn't be seated unless I also ate bugs. That's what it would take.
Okay,
But
thanks
like
for the idea,
that's what I
Jimmy.
mean. So it's like, okay, if like all my friends wanted to go to Six Flags, for example, I hate roller coasters, but I will ride roller coasters with my friends.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And so yeah, if what is it? If everybody wanted to go to the haunted trail or whatever the haunted house thing is, I can't do them, but I'll do it. You know what I mean?
Mm. Okay, I'm taking note,
Um,
Jimmy.
I know. I probably shouldn't have told him that. He's gonna plan a whole day around that. He's like, everybody wants to go, Jimmy. You can't be the only one. Anyways, let's move on to Soko Magatara Sakurazaka.
Mhm.
We got some more third gen introductions this week, right?
Yes,
This time we
sir.
have what is it? Kojima Nagisa,
Mhm.
Nakashima Yuzuki, Taniguchi Airi, and Matono Mio.
Mhm.
Any moments stand out for you, Josh?
Um, First one was a piano performance, and then we got. Oh, I did like the comparison between Inoue and I forgot the member's name.
Oh, Kojima?
Yeah, and Kojima.
Like,
Just like the
yeah, like
comparison. Like,
everything she
I like
does, she's
piano
like,
too, yeah, but I do it
yeah, but
better.
she's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's just like you, but better.
Yeah, fucking, he's like, am am I getting let go, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, did you play tennis? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, what, like, yeah, I got to like, I went to the like national tournament or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
And she's like, oh, I was third place in my prefecture.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I've been playing piano all of my life, and
Mhm.
like, oh, my teacher said I was good once,
Yeah.
something like that. Um, yeah,
That
yeah,
was good.
that was really enjoyable.
And then who was who was Run Run introducing?
Oh, Taniguchi,
Yeah, Taniguchi. I really like the way she like holds herself. If that makes sense.
yeah, yeah. She's my favorite third gen so far. So I
Mm.
was very excited. I think she definitely like is able to be like she seems very comfortable on camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like she was able to play into the jokes. She was able to reply
Mm-hmm.
to stuff. She was very animated when she needed to. I noticed like even though she was in the background, she was still like moving her hands and like moving around,
Yeah, yeah.
which are like small little things that like I feel like add up to like letting a member shine.
And especially in Sakurazaka, I feel like they
Oh
need a
yeah.
member that's good at that stuff.
Uh huh.
Like they have a few, but the more the better at this point, right? They really need to
Yeah.
stack up on that side.
Mhm.
Um
Mhm.
and yeah, I don't know. I feel like she's just the kid that can do it all, dude. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
I like her
Like
Yui rhyme.
Kayui. It's like, dude,
Just
can use
ichi.
the same thing for both of them, right?
Yeah.
Because I guess it's based on like her favorite gag from her favorite
Oh yeah.
comedian that she watches on YouTube or whatever, where they do stuff where they like riff off of people's names. So like, oh, can you do
Mhm.
that with the members? Like, oh yeah, sure. So it's like, she does one for 10 channel Yamasaki 10, Hyuk 10, and then
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, what about Takemoto Yui? Oh, Takemoto Yui, Kayui, It's
Uh.
like, I'm not itchy. What? I was like, oh, can you do it like Kobayashi Yui? Oh,
Mhm.
word, yeah, I got it. Kobayashi Yui, Caillou. He's like, she's the same one, dude.
But that's
But
the
like,
joke. That's
obviously,
what made it so
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was very clever of her.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um,
I think those are
did
some
you like?
stand up for me.
I think yeah, it was that, and then Matono Mio's. She drew the BL drawing of
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I
and,
did erase it from my mind.
and Tsuchida, dude.
You already know her hobbies. She would have been
Oh man, that
on
was
Tumblr.
yeah, dude. She's living her best life drawing fan art on Twitter, dude. She's got the what is it, the Pixart account or whatever,
Yeah.
the
She
Pixiv
would have
account, dude.
she
Yeah.
would have had a DeviantArt.
I love that Tsuchida's like immediately like, is that us in the dressing room? And then all the members like, gross, bro. Yeah, that was a really funny moment.
Mhm. Please never bring that back.
Yeah, stop. Was it Sawabe looking all dainty in Suchi's arms, dude? Just
Yeah.
oh,
He's like, "Oh, I like how you put my chin."
yeah. She really knows what she's doing, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No, but
that was
some good
funny.
members, good introductions to them. Like
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like the other ones were so unique. I feel like the piano performance is like, oh, it's a piano performance. Okay.
But she's genuinely really good though, right?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, between the like, what is her performance of Sakura Tsuki, and
Mhm.
then her Jokin Hanshide during what is it, Omotenashi Kai, right? Were
Yeah,
both
yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
Mhm. True. Yeah.
Um,
They still have another round to go, right?
yeah, yeah, we still got more. Like, there's like the two new ones, I think,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
then
right. Yeah.
a couple of other ones. Yeah,
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if they go through all of them next time.
I think we will if we do
Okay.
pour again. All right.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, because I think it's 12 members total.
Okay. So yeah, looking
Um,
forward to it.
And then last but not least, we have Soko. We have Nogizaka
Once
Kojichu.
again.
Third gen introductions now. This is one of the backstage concert ones, right? This
Ooh,
is time it's
always
for
good.
Manatsu's grad con, dude, 11th birthday live at Yokohama Arena, dude. Yeah, so as usual, Banana Man kind of going around checking out the backstage side of things. I'm trying to
One
think
thing
of
that I
like
missed.
what's stand out. Huh? What's up?
One thing that I missed this episode was she thought of messing up Manatsu's hair.
Oh, Sag, dude.
This would
And
have
then
been the
you'll
last
never get
time.
it again, dude. You'll
I
never
know,
get
right?
it again.
Oh, he doesn't mess up just Manatsu's, right? He messes up just someone's. I
Mm,
think his just last name was Manatsu's.
yeah,
You couldn't got
yeah.
him.
Then yeah, we
Oh,
also
you
have
grad
like
concert? Ah, it's like this.
I like when what is it? You know, he's going around talking to the members, and
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "Oh, so did you guys see Manatsu yet?" I think he would have asked that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like it's like what is it? It's like it's Satsuki and Ioki, and then Tamara and Ume.
Yeah.
And like Satsuki and Ioki are like newer in the group. They're fifth gen,
Mm-hmm.
so they're like answering, being all respectful, like, "Oh yeah, we already saw her." And
Mm-hmm.
then on the side, Ume and Tamara's just cracking up, and then Tamara's like, "Yo, she's calling you fucking stupid, dude."
Yeah.
They're like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, Ume's like, "Yeah, of course we saw fucking Manatsu, dude. It's her grad con. What do you mean?" And he's like, "Oh well, I don't know. You saw her yet?" I was like, "We literally had rehearsals earlier. We share a dressing room. What do you mean?"
We're just like, oh, but I just laughing with
Yeah.
it.
No, it's just funny to see the some of the members growing and
Oh yeah,
comfortable
yeah.
enough to give Banana Man shit, dude.
I mean, that's kind of the whole stick with humor, right? It's like he's kind of like the what is it called? The bokeh, right?
Uh,
No, he's the
yeah, the Boke.
Shomi. No,
No, he's the Boke. Yeah.
it's bokeh, bokeh. Okay, I always
Mm.
okay. So
Actually,
it's
I don't
like
know. I think they kind of take turns being Boke sometimes, dude.
oh, that's true, that's true.
Yeah. hmm
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think in this instance he's playing like he's being the punching bag of the joke, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I feel like he falls into line more than he does like doing the
hmm
joke.
But yeah, then we had
They
like a
show.
lot of what is it, Manatsu time towards the end. And then we
Oh yeah,
had
yeah.
like
That was nice. Yeah,
mhm.
they showed the food as always. They didn't highlight the food enough though.
Yeah, it wasn't like the full catering. It was just like the snack area. All
Yeah,
right.
Kuromi took too
Yeah.
much of the of the recording time of her trying to explain a
Yeah.
praying mantis.
Yeah. Then she shows up later, and then they're like nobody's laughing at her pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the what is it? It was like uh they had the manju over the side, and then like Shitara's like, "Oh, what's this over here?" And like it's like clearly manju,
Mhm,
but he's like asking like specifically what kind it is because it's like it's like special YouTube ones or some shit. And
mhm.
then Tamara's like, "Oh, it's manju," and he's like, "Yeah, dummy."
I know it's manju.
Yeah.
And then later he eats one. It's like, "Hey, are you eating our food?" It's like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah. Um, yeah, fun stuff. Looking forward to next episode. Right? I think there's gonna be a little bit more of just the straight up concert stuff. Maybe some hijinks there.
Mhm, mhm. And this is Manatsu's last show, right? It's pretty interesting
hmm
that they ended it off with their grad con. It's kind of like, okay, you graduated from the group, graduated from the show, boom, done.
Yeah,
It's all knocked out.
Sag, dude.
Mhm, mhm.
I mean, it's at least she had it's a nice way of sending it off because after like a more fun send off already, right? She had her like more variety centric one last week,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then so yeah, this week can be the feels side of it.
Mhm. Cried less than I thought she was going to. So she
hmm
like held her own.
hmm
Reliable captain.
But yeah, that's it for the TV show highlights. Unless you watched anything else this week.
I watched one thing, but it was with Yamashita singing, but she only was in the chorus, so it doesn't count.
Ah, see. All right, so that's gonna be it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, or let us know what you think about some of the topics we talked about earlier. Are you going to be signing up for 10th round meet and greet Sakurazaka?
The most important news of the day.
What do you think about some of these songs coming out from the 32nd single of Hinatazaka46? What do you think of the under song? Let us know, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Bye.